So another now is coming, another big company, coincidentally coming with headquarters in Turkey again. It is a multidimensional company producing glass in many countries around the world. One of the most successful one in the glass industry. And the story is a little bit different, but the scale is as big as this in the steel industry. And we have here the head of research of the company, the new one, which took the position. Octic was in his position before, so they are successors of each other. So please.
Warren, what's the timing situation here?
Don't worry, it's okay.
Because
the lunch is there, no problem.
Much squeeze with the...
Now you take the time.
All right, okay. I'll try to make as short as possible. So, can you hear me? Okay.
Sure.
Well, anyway, today I would like to talk to you about the issues and challenges faced by the glass industry in the frame of sustainability and in particular decarbonization, and the need for collaboration and the need for a shared mindset platform to tackle those issues, and the concrete steps to be taken by Şişecam in this regard. So, but before that, a brief introduction of Şişecam. Şişecam was built 89 years ago to serve the basic needs of the young republic, Turkish Republic at that time, and it was found in a period where there's high uncertainty and a lot of scarcities like people, talent, capital, technology, and industrial infrastructure. And today we operate in 4 continents and 14 countries with 25,000 people. And the company was founded by, at that time, the Turkish private bank, and today it's the largest private bank in Turkey, İşbank. So, our global footprint. Well, we operate, mainly our operations focused in Europe and mainly in Turkey and Russia. We generate most of our business there in glass business, as well as we operate in soda ash. In soda ash, we have operations in Turkey as well as in the United States. To give you numbers, we produce approximately 6 million tons of glass and around 4.7 million tons of soda ash, which puts us in the second place in the globe in this business. And again, we generate our business mostly in Europe. Our turnover is around $6.3 billion. Of that, 60% from Europe and 40% from the rest of the world. And where we operate, we are the only glass producer operate in the all mainstream areas of glass, namely flat glass, glassware, glass packaging, which is container glass, and glass fiber. So a little bit about flat glass. You all know that this is the architectural glass. We produce all kinds of solar glasses and the solar panels to generate solar energy, household glasses, and solar heat management glasses, as well as decorated and coated glasses. In glassware, we produce crystalline soda glasses, borosilicate glasses, which you use in your everyday. In container glass, again, all kinds of bottles, beverage bottles, wine and spirit bottles, as well as food containers. And we are vertically integrated, and soda ash production and chromium chemicals is part of that. So we produce soda ash and chromium chemicals. And automotive glass is a downstream operation of our flat glass operations, where we basically cut and shape and put some functionality required by the automotive industry, and we are a notable player in this field as well. Continuing, as a part of our vertical integration, of course, we supply our own needs, like sand and soda. Therefore, we are in mining business, and naturally, energy is part of our business, where we generate and trade electricity, and where we trade and store LNG and natural gas. And glass fiber is a smaller part of our portfolio, but we are the largest producer in Turkey. The main customers are, again, in energy sector. The wind turbine blades were made by our glass fiber. Okay, after a brief description about Şişecam, now a little bit about Şişecam's vision on sustainability and its roadmap. So we name internally, we brand our sustainability efforts as Care for Next. So what does Care for Next mean? Or it stands on three pillars: protect the planet, empower society, and transform life. Well, by protecting planet, I need to mention our maybe footprint here, carbon footprint. We have scope 1 carbon footprint of 5.7 million tons annually of carbon. And also we consume around 53 million tons of water. So with that perspective, it's of course climate change, decarbonization is on top of our agenda. Similarly, water conservation, using the less water and using maximum recycled water in our operations, also quite crucial for us. Also, we believe in circularity because we use a lot of recycled glass in our production, and we are always in quest for maximizing that amount. Empowering society, of course, corporate heritage is one of those. Florian, this is something dear to us. This is why it's in our sustainability program, because we believe in craftsmanship of glass. And for that matter, we keep a specially dedicated plant. I should not say plant, but a place where we keep all those artisans who are developed not easily. We keep them, they blow glass and they shape glass by hand. So we are a large company where we believe in craftsmanship and we believe to protect that. So it is therefore in our sustainability program. Of course, equality, diversity, and inclusion. Well, we are a global company. We would like to tap the synergies of this enriched diversity and make Şişecam as innovative as possible. Of course, again, moving on that, of course, talent management and building competency is one of those areas, and not to mention occupational health and safety is one of the important aspects of our sustainability efforts. Transforming life, of course, we are committed to digitalize in all areas of our operations, and naturally sustainability through our value chain, production and products, offering sustainable products naturally in our program. And we also nurture all kinds of partnerships and collaborations when it comes to sustainability. Okay, a little bit more about climate action. As I have given you the figures, we have a huge carbon footprint, which prompts us to basically do all the engineering to make this transition. The transition is naturally we use heavily natural gas and LNG in our furnaces. So the transition needs to be towards use of renewable electricity. And for that matter, we are working on that. And at the end of the day, we are aware that, I will mention later, that the technology will not allow us to fully convert our operations into electricity. There will be some carbon to capture at the end of the day. So we need to look into the carbon capture technologies as well. Water stewardship, as I mentioned, yes, we need to conserve our water, so we need to spend less water in our operations, and we need to make sure that where we draw the water and where we discharge later, of course, treated water back to the nature, we need to be careful about not disturbing the ecosystem, natural ecosystem. And we are committed to increase recycled water. And about circularity, we believe in circularity, and it's really elemental in achieving results in our top line, in our growth line revenues, and achieving reduced costs, and of course mitigating the risks. And naturally, we are focused on our operations and trying to make it as sustainable as possible. Not only operations, but the technologies. My department, Research and Technological Development Department, which is also responsible for the engineering of the company. So all efforts are making sure that our production assets are sustainable and carrying us forward for the sustainability targets. Okay. So, of course, products. We are also working to come up with, develop sustainable products. And some notable products here, I can say that I think that the focus area is the weight reduction, using less glass in our products. This is one of our main focus as the industry. And the second one, not necessarily in that order, they're both equally important, coating of the glass. And for further information today, Professor Oktik will be giving lectures about the coatings and coatings' importance in sustainability. So I urge you to listen to him. It's today at 4 o'clock. So he'll be delving more into that. Of course, to show our commitment, we allow companies, indices to rate us, to monitor us, and report our sustainability efforts. We are quite transparent in that regard, and we will be compliant, and we will be reporting IFRS sustainability reporting. This will be started as soon as that is in place around the world. Now, this was Şişecam's sustainable vision up until this moment. But now, as I mentioned, the carbon footprint of the glass industry. We have quite a challenge. The first challenge is to converting our natural gas-fired plants into electricity. And that is renewable electricity, and we need to find the capacity for that, and that's the challenge. And I also would like to warn you that artificial intelligence is coming very strong to feed on that renewable energy. So it will not be easy to find renewable energy to make this conversion. Assuming that we have done that conversion, let's say that it is available. The second problem for us is that we're melting glass 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we need a reliable source of electricity. It has to be fed at a constant power, which is the problem with renewable energy. So we need to seek some sort of energy storage, and viable energy storage technology. That's another challenge. And as I said, there will definitely be some carbon left to capture, and we are still searching as an industry as a whole, not only glass industry, but the industry as a whole, for carbon capture technologies. So We need, for that matter, we need to work on those. And for that transition, we are already a capex heavy industry. That transition will call for additional capex and cost. So this will be a heavy burden that we need to tackle. So as the industry, we think that the way is to change the business model. Change the business model. I don't know what that business model be, but definitely it will be a shared one, meaning that we'll probably have a shared asset models, and we'll probably have a shared logistics and supply chain system. And we need to collaborate to do that. And how are we going to collaborate? Well, it needs to be a collaboration with a shared mindset. And we need to collaborate to come up with the new business model by examining and reconfiguring our glass industry's value chain. We need to prepare as an industry a sustainability roadmap. It has to be a unified one. And we need to invest in technologies together and work on finding out technologies that will carry us forward. And of course, we will need to keep circularity in mind while doing so. And of course, policy support is quite crucial. Today we heard that there's a huge decarbonization bill on the table. And policymakers, of course, will ask the industry, private sector to pick up the bill. We are, of course, ready to pick it up, but we ask policy support to make this bill a bit smaller. So we ask policymakers, we should ask policymakers to ease our efforts in order to have a less burden during this transition. And for that policy matters, glass industry needs to unite, because unfortunately around the globe, glass industry has a fragmented structure, unlike cement or steel industries, where they have the overarching global organization where they can tackle those issues and act in a unified manner. So glass industry acts and operates like mini clubs, like country clubs, or not in that sense, but clubs of like German glass producers, French glass producers, or container glass producers, and so forth. So we need an overarching single glass producers association type of unification. So what is our stance and take on this? As saying that we need to unify and we need to have a platform with a shared mindset where we can combine all those things. So we worked on this for a while, and we came up on a platform which we will officially launch tomorrow in Düsseldorf at the Glasstec Fair. So I'm basically leaking the information a day earlier. Our plant of the future is basically the idea to bring all stakeholders in glass industry to collaborate to tackle those problems that I mentioned earlier, collaborate to innovate, and collaborate to basically accelerate and implement. And how are we going to do? There are two pillars to that, of course, collaboration and digital transparency. Collaboration, what we mean is here is inclusive collaboration, not an exclusive one. So it will be considered as of an open innovation platform where everybody shares what has been created with that platform. And as the recent Nobel laureate Daron Acemoğlu said, closed and controlled, which means exclusive development cycles, are not sufficient to create exponential solutions that we need. So this is basically what we are saying. We need to have an open, non-exclusive collaboration across our value chain, including all our stakeholders. Those are suppliers, customers, industry peers, and academia. and digital transparency. This is an enabler because data is the first source that you go to integrate and to make analysis and work on solutions. So how are we going to work? Well, we intend that when we bring all those stakeholders together, we will be, as Şişecam, bringing the market data and market insights. Our suppliers will be bringing engineering data and engineering insight. And of course, academia will be bringing the know-how of innovation and invention. So pooling all that data to work together to come up with solutions and simulate possible solutions. And of course, we will be working starting from sustainability, because we think that this is the main area that we can comfortably and without any competition, let's say, that should be that platform should be beyond above the competition, and sustainability is a good area to facilitate that. So the concern is to make the glass industry make a transition to the sustainable technology and future. So the plant of the future, this is one of our float plants, which makes the flat glasses. So as you see, there are different parts to it, requires different expertise in engineering. And we go to a different source, different company, different vendor for all those. So the idea is to bring everyone to work on a single end-to-end production facility to get the achieved results. And we know that this is not a one-size-fits-all. It will definitely be a hyper-local customization. There will be many solutions depending on the geographies, depending on the products, and whatever the competition requires, we will need to customize this plant. And what we bring actually with this platform, the open innovation platform, we have more than 50 furnaces. So once bits and pieces of solutions emerge, we will have the infrastructure to test immediately, test and trial whether it's viable or not, so a pilot scale. Once it's proven to be viable, we have the infrastructure to accelerate and roll out to many of our furnaces. And if we can allow the rest of the industry in this platform, although our suppliers will be, since it's an open innovation, they're free to use it for other glass producers, the effect will be exponential. Okay, well, I think as a last word, what I would like to say, we really need to, from sustainability point of view, glass industry needs to unite and start collaborating with a shared mindset. And for that matter, we need a platform, which is missing at the moment. And Şişecam, launching tomorrow, will go forward and start this initiative, Plant of the Future, to enable the first step to enable glass industry's transition into a more sustainable future. Of course, you are also invited to this platform for your contributions. So to end my presentation, I would like to say, let's collaborate to innovate. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Extremely interesting. Thank you very much. And this is coming from engineer, correct? So it's an engineering start and then in management position. Someone says that engineers are the best manager and CEOs. It says to be true. Correct? Let's have a picture of him. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's enlightening.
Patience.
It's not a problem.